Sun, yeah. So we have so many different lies than just the fairway like we talked about. Someone asked me earlier, can we hit the same shots out of the rough? Yes, we can. The same technique. The thing about the rough is we have to understand how to read the lie that we have. I teach everyone a grading system for how we grade our lies to understand what it's going to do to the golf ball. Once I know what it's going to do, the lie is going to do to the golf ball, I can then know what shot, what club I should hit, what organization it's set up to get the ball closest to the hole or have the best chance to do it, right? So we'll have some different stuff here, especially around this stuff that I can make. Probably can make one disappear somewhere around in here, right? Quite different lies right here, right? And I like to grade them pretty simple. A lie's in the fairway. That fairway lie, that A lie, I know what that ball's going to do. Whether it's on the uphill slope, downhill slope, those things. I can know what my shot's gonna do, how my ball's gonna react, for the most part, if I'm controlling my swing. So that's just our A lie, fairway lie, right? I'm gonna have the most spin, it can come out the lowest, or I can still get up high, but not the highest. Then we go on to the rough lie where this ball's sitting on top of the rough, right on top of it. That is what our B lie. This is the lie that most people mess up. Flyer lie, right? Most people mess it up because they use too much loft on this shot. This ball is sitting probably this far off the dirt, off the ground. I do not want my club interacting with the ground like we've done all day today. I only want it interacting with the top of the grass. It is going to do everything to get the ball as high as possible, so I need to do everything that is as low as possible, or chip motion, knowing that it's still going to go higher. So that would be a ball that is going to end up being more in the back of my stance with my handle more forward as I'm closer. And as I interact with this, I am just interacting with the top blades of grass. I do not need to go down into this, because if I do, it's going to end up hitting right here on the face or end up right here in front of me. And we've all hit those, we've all done it. Okay, the next lie, so that's our B lie. We have our A lie, we have our B lie. Next lie is our C lie. It's 50-50 lie. This ball is now sitting more down in and closer to the ground. It is going to come out with no spin. There's going to be no spin on this golf ball. It's also going to come out way lower than the B lie. So I would have to do stuff opposite of the B lie and start doing everything that helps me get the ball higher up in the air. Ball starts going more middle of the stance. I start using a more lofted club. My handle stops going forward, but I keep all the same setup. I will have to interact with the ground on this one though. And because I'm interacting with the ground, and the ground out of here will slow my club down, we can see that, I have to make sure that I'm extending my belt up and through, or my belly up and through. Otherwise, my club is just gonna do this, and that ball is gonna end up right in front of me, or I just hit all ball and it blades across the green. Our D lie, that's where we use the foot wedge. D lie is one that's sitting all the way down. This is going to come out the lowest, the hottest, the least amount of spin. I have to do everything in my power to get as much loft on the club as possible. It's the hardest shot around the greens, if I'm not organized properly. Ball's going to be the most forward. Feet are going to be the most wide, that way I can get lower. My handle will not be high on this one. It will start getting lower, just like out of the bunker. It starts becoming more of a bunker shot. Weight still forward, and I am allowing myself to hit the ground as firmly as I can, just like out of the bunker. This is scary because the hole's right there. I get it. But if I can understand that I have to do everything in my power to try to get this ball to hit up here on this club to take all the speed off from that lie, I need to organize to do it. So if I can have a grading system of that, I now can organize the shots that I have around the greens. With that organization, I'm not thinking what club should I hit, what should I do here. I can know what club I chip and pitch with pretty well, and I can start taking these clubs out just knowing where I need to put the ball at, where my stance needs to be and how I need to interact with the ground. Okay, now, again, ball buried in there, right? Not easy to hit. I don't have to open the face, just hit it out and hit it firm, go in. Oh, so close. Did it stop? No, it's gonna roll a little bit, right? Stopped a little, but rolled a little, right? I got it as high in the face as I could, and I hit that as hard in the ground as I can. Did I have lack of speed there? No. Was I scared of hitting the ground? No, I went into it firmly. And I did not really try to get it up. I just made sure my body got up, not the club. Ball popped up as well as I could, and again, I stepped on that ball to get it down there. Right? Now again, this one on the B-lie, well, that becomes a lot easier. Just back here and let that roll.
So your setup on that, your club is off the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because again, if I go here and I got that B-line, I put this here, now that ball's rolling. Penalty. Right? Or the ball's now in a worse lie. So I have that B-line there. I'm not even touching the ground. I'm hovering it. There's no touching. I'm just back and through. I could have done it. I didn't know you're getting down. I can't move like that, sorry. So, right? So no. So if we can grade those lies, again, we can just organize for what we need to do. Any questions there for rough shots?
So what loft are you hitting in the bad?
Oh, that's a 56, by the way. That's not a 60.
On each of them.
It doesn't matter. Give me a pitching wedge, right? Again, like, I didn't open the face on any of those. Everything's square face. I can turn this 56 into an 80-degree loft club if the handle's back here when I hit it. So understanding where that is in relationship to I do it, that's my loft, right? I can still be here on all these and do that, and I can do that as well. Controlling the loft, controlling that. Setup is gonna be most. I tell everyone I like to keep it pretty simple like we done today. Everyone did a pretty awesome job today, thank you. But if we can organize it and know where it needs to be in the stance and how that handle starts changing, right? How I can hit it higher off the front of my stance, lower off the back of my stance, but the handle stays in the same spot, my setup stays the same, right? It's just gonna interact with it differently because that changes the loft. Or I can just change club.
Did you change your grip for the D-lie?
I didn't. So I'm still here. I didn't go there for the D-lie. I still stay here. Simply for the fact is I can drop my handle, but I don't want the club to go any open. Because if I open this club here, I then have to try to close it, and then it's not going to get into the ground. So by me keeping it there, I'm able to just really impact it with the face, never having to close down or do anything.
So Elson just said not changing your grip like in the sand, but you don't really want us to change our grip in the sand, do you?
Well, no, well, she's saying that because in the chipping and pitching, we had our chip pitch grip, and then in the sand, we went to our regular grip.
Yeah.
Yep. So in the sand, we're back to the fingers because we need the radial deviation, we need the lower handle, get the more loft and spank it. No, you're fine. I don't mind answering that question. But so here, I can still keep it all the same, right? The only time I would probably go there is if I have to hit the craziest flat possible and get this there, but that's 1 out of every 2 years. And if I need to do that, most likely I'm just trying to do the safe shot, pitch it out, and save a stroke. Right? Awesome. Go ahead.
So, of all the priorities of what we've learned, the grip is at the bottom.
The grip's at the bottom?
No, that you don't have to change our grip.
Oh, yeah. So,
You told me to change that. I don't want to do that.
well, I want you to change the grip for chips and pitches. I want us to change our grip for chips and pitches. I want it more in the palm. And I know it's scary, guys. I totally get it. It feels very weird.
A lot of golfers don't have it where they're supposed to have it.
Yeah. Oh, true. Most of them don't. Yeah, most of them don't. But they probably do. But the ability to have that there creates us to be here already. The club lower and the handle higher.
That's the reason you said to get it
In the palm.
in the palm.
Yes. That's the reason. Yes, that's the purpose. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. Any other questions? No, guys, thank you so much for coming. Jake and Danny really wanted to put this on. I'm blessed that they allowed me to be a part of it, right? But it couldn't be done without you guys here. So thank you guys so much for being amazing.
Can I ask you a somewhat related question?
Yes.
So thank you very much.
Oh,
Great
thank
job.
you. Absolutely.
You were talking about Pete Verdoliak.